Hi everyone, my name is Sister Ella, aka Jesus Baby. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm here once again to give us a health education. The last topic I treated was the most forgotten part of the body, which I talked about the nails and the nail tools. So today we'll be looking at athlete's foot. Athlete's foot. And what is this athlete foot? It is a fungal skin infection that usually begins between the toes. That's in between the toes of the two leg. It can also occur in between, the fingers of your hands. It can usually occurs in between, but it's more paramount in the toe because we wear shoes and our hands are usually exposed to sun rays, air, and every other thing. And it can also occur in every other aspect of the body. And one of the things that favors fungal growth is moist. Moist is most favorable growth for fungal. And where can we usually see this moist in our part of the body is, for example, our armpit, our groin, the skin folds in between, the skin folds, where the anus is situated, where we usually call buttock, for children is called bum bum. So those areas that are not exposed to sun, they are the places fungal likes growing because it's always moist. So, and how do you really know if one have this, especially fungal infection of the toe, which is called athlete's foot? It can also occur in other part of the body, but I'm taking this particular one because many people are also having this problem that is incubating, that have already started, why some have lived with it all through their life, some older men. And how would you know? Is a whitish. I'm going to use my hands as an example, so that you will really understand what I'm trying to say. In between the toes is usually whitish. When it's starting, it doesn't really disturb one. You won't know. Maybe one day you just come, you just be scratching. You like, what is this scratching? Why is this thing scratching me? Maybe by the time you finally open it between your toes, you find out that you see some whitish appearance on the skin. Some can be reddish. Okay, let me just show you some how you will know if you have this fungal. Sorry for the audio. So this is how it appears in between your toe, whitish. Some can even this whitish, some can even appear. Are you seeing that red there? Yes, that's how it can appear. This type can be very painful, swollen. Yes, this is how it is. So also understand that when it occurs in between your toes, at the junction of your nail toe, it can also occur there. This is the junction of the person's nail toe. It can also occur there. So you should be extremely careful. You may not really know until one day you begin to feel pain or itching, and when you look through, you see this sort of discoloration. That is what we call atlas foot. I just hope that visual is enough to explain to you how it is. So who are the people at risk? What causes it? Who are the people at risk? Number one is that if you like wearing damp shoes, damp stockings, for example, you like to wash your stocking. There is no stocking, so let me wash this one and hang it. In the morning I will wear it. Maybe in the morning it's not so dry, it's somehow where you just wear it. You keep on doing it like that, you are producing a favorable ground for fungal to grow. Your shoe is always damp. For those that walk in an riverine area where you see water or flood, and you say, there is no problem, let me match my shoe. And maybe the pairs of shoe you have maybe just one or two. And by the time you do it, and during rainy season, you may not see a lot of, enough sun to dry that shoe. you maybe that's what you have, or that's your favorite, you still wear with your damn stockings, your damn shoe to work, and you keep doing it 30 days in a month, 360 days in a year. You will just wake up one morning and find out that your foot has been infected by fungi, and it can go as deep as it can, because it is one of the most difficult microorganisms to treat, like I said before. Then number two is that when you frequently march, barefooted on the floor, maybe on a swamp, or maybe, those that people find it difficult to go with a slip-on, when they are going to work, maybe they come back and their places are flooded, you just put your leg like that, just those swampy area, muddy area, you don't go home to treat your leg, like put in hot water, all those ones. You keep doing it, you're just building it, especially when you are going to work and maybe you match a mud or a water. Then you still pull your shoe on your feet, as wet as it is, and you keep doing it like that, continuously, regularly, constantly. You will just wake up one morning and find out that your feet is gone with fungal infection. So what do you need to do to keep it up is that, number one, you have to see your doctor so that you can be prescribed with antifungal medication. Ensure that you take it. Remember, it takes time for it to heal, but you just have to keep it up. Number two is that you have to make sure that your stockings are always dry. Your stockings must be sun dry. When you have shoes that are damp and wet, you must ensure that it's sun dry. You should also have other pairs of shoes, that you can alternate, so that when you wear that, you allow it to dry. Number three, you don't need to, in fact, don't even share shoe with anyone, be who it may be. Oh, we are the same size, I don't have shoe to wear, let me wear. It's almost usually common with teenagers that like to share cover shoe, because when you wear your stockings and you wear a cover shoe, for men that like Italian shoe, that the Italian shoe covers the whole feet. You sit in your office 24 hours a day, 65 days in a year. There is no sun going to your leg, no air, no form of contact with the environment. You are just prone to this fungal infection. Then another thing that can also cause it, like I said before, is when you are done bathing and you just rush out of the bedroom, you just clean your body. The feet is one of the places that are forgotten in the body. You don't dry it. When you always leave your feet dry and you wear your shoe to work, you keep doing it, oh, you're just giving it the best fertilizer for it to grow. So you must ensure that at the end of the day, when you are done with your daily activities in the bathroom, ensure that you clean your feet before we can wear your shoe. So another thing is that when you walk in a muddy area, ensure that you wash your leg, wash in between your toes, and leave no form of particles of sand or swamp or water. As clean as the water is, don't trust that your legs matched a clean water. And another thing is that you have to be diligent in using the medications your doctor gives you. And don't say, oh, it's not working, let me try this, let me try that. Ensure that whatever herbal or whatever drugs you're going to use, your doctor is aware of it. And also know that one of the most difficult things of fungal is you must maintain extreme high level of personal hygiene. What do I mean? When you want to shower and you have this, you don't use the same sponge you use for your leg, for your body. You have to create something different that you use for that leg, especially if you're affected with a fungal infection. If you use that leg, the sponge for your leg, for your body, you're automatically going to spread it, because it is, it spreads, it's contagious. And you know that it itches. When you itch it, it scales, it can leave, bring out the reddish part of your skin underneath. Sometimes it can bleed after a vigorous itching, and it's swollen and it's painful. Please don't always follow the itching aspect of this fungal infection. Ensure that you wash your hand at the end of the day when you are done with your feet. When you are infected, maybe you're using drugs to apply, or maybe you're itching it, or you're peeling the scaly part. Ensure that you wash your hand. Don't use that hand to eat. Don't use that hand to shake someone else. don't use that hand to carry your children, because you are going to infect them, because it's highly infectious. And lastly but not the least is that ensure that you always leave your feet dry. Always the key, and one of the successes of healing is always leave your feet dry. It can also affect, in between the fingers, but ensure that personal hygiene is highly maintained, especially when one discover you have fungal infection. Thank you for listening. I just hope this goes a long way. God bless you.